Hello and welcome to MadAlec Assistance Videos. This is for Advertising Campaign 1001 Graduation Tent and Party Rental for November Setup and April Run. Let's get right into the flyer. So taking a look at the flyer, one of the key things we can see here is this is for a tent and rental company. Now a lot of tent and rental companies will put the factor that they have a tent on there, but they're not including a lot of pictures from ones that they've set up before. So this is kind of like a menu campaign. Now normally we do not like menus because it gets too cluttered on the flyer, but one of the key things that we're setting up here is this is just a partial menu, because what it is we have a campaign which is graduation tents and party rentals for the summer. So you're getting ready for the summer season. We have the information pertaining to a discount if you order before. So automatically our order's propelling. Now the key thing that's on here are the pictures of the tents. Like I said, a lot of rental companies will put information tent rental and that's it. Now, especially if you have multiple tents and multiple items that you can sell to the consumer or include in a package to the consumer is hugely important. And that's the reason why this flyer is set up the exact way that it is. We have our main offers. We have the Mega, so that was a nighttime tent. You can see the lights that are available. And think about this. If you're renting out tents to consumer, how many times is the consumer asked for a tent and then all of a sudden, oh, I would have liked this. It's like, oh, we had that. We could have got it if you would have just ordered it. Well, in defense of the consumer, why didn't you tell them you had that? So with this flyer, you're kind of giving them a better idea on what they can buy, and also you're starting the thought process on things that they might need. So that's why we want to get pretty good with information that's available, but make it quick and easy. So we have immediately, these are our offers that are available. The Mega, the graduation gathering special. Tent that'll hold 200 people. We call out the amount of people it'll hold, call out how many tables they get, and they call out that it also has lighting. Or we have the Grande. That information is for how many people it'll sit, what size tent you have, and if you'll notice, you get only tables for food setup. Then we go into what about if they want a special gathering where you have fancier type tents. Getting into the information as far as the number of seating, if they have evening lighting, gathering. If these are materials that you have available, this is why you want to have stuff set up. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and to a lot of mothers that are planning graduation parties, they're going to want to see this information available quickly, and by showing that way they can either grab, if you can lock down these specials that are on there, or allow them to piecemeal. Finally, in the lower right hand corner, this is where we start getting into the information as far as what your business information. So, taking a look at it, we also want to put finite menu items in there. If you have things that are available, think about when a tent or a party is going on. These are the key things, especially if you have them to rent, you can list here. So that way when the consumer's either emailing you or going right to your website and ordering directly or calling you, it gives the information, so that way it's also a thought starter. If you have the stuff to offer, make sure you list it, but don't list it in a menu type format. It makes it too complicated. That's why our flyer is set up to immediately engage with the consumer by showing them different types of packages that are available. Then when they want to, okay, I like that tent, how do I order it? The order area gives them other details as they're planning their event. They can also think about other things, especially if you have to offer. So small. If the consumer calls you in that, you can also let them know, well, we can email you our bigger menu so you can choose in. That is the lead-in to get more of your materials in front of them. Again, a flyer is specific to one offer. You want to be quick and succinct with the flyer, just like we have here. You want to also do things where you can build it in packages. Packages make it easy for you to combine things and guarantee what your cost is and what your profit will be when it's detailed in this. Why do you think a lot of companies have, like McDonald's, when they have their value meals, it's already built in. They already have the cost structure in there. People are also used to that type of offering, so whenever they're used to something, that helps make it easy for them to make further decisions. Finally, we have our information as far as right by your name and by your telephone number. We have also the factor that we have an early bird discount. That is calling into, again, to have the consumer take a look up in there and asking for action quickly. The key thing with a lot of rentals is you get last minute campaigns in. So by taking this campaign and starting early, you can automatically get your best party packages set up and then have consumers that are last-minute shoppers come in, and if you have just basic tent setup for them. But this will guarantee that you're setting up your business for what you have available and your other offerings. If you're watching this for the first time without going to MadAlec.com listed below and do not have the flyer information, we have the flyer that's available. Also included with every MadAlec flyer is our check sheet. Because our flyers are editable, you can actually take a layout of a certain flyer and change it to make it the way you want. And then there's key steps to make sure that you have highlighted in your flyer to make it a success. So we have a check sheet item that's on here. The other thing is we have our tracking information. At the bottom of every flyer, whether it's a MadAlec flyer or someone else's, you should have a tracking number on there. So that way you can track the success of your advertising campaign. It's extremely important to know how good of a success you had with a campaign. That way you know to run it again, or if you want to change the geographical area that you had it. So with that, we thank you very much for tuning in to MadAlec's Advertising Assistance videos. And with that, we look forward to assisting you in providing the tools, steps, and plans that help each small business and blue-collar entrepreneur build market awareness with distinct advertising that's local, economical, and cultivates growth. We are MadAlec. Thank you.